Electricast. This episode is brought to you by TaxAct. Don't do your taxes alone. Join TaxAct's National Admin Night. Admin nights are social gatherings for getting through your to-do list. So get ready for a night of fun, finding deductions, and filing taxes with TaxAct, where you can file your federal and state return for just $49 through April 8. Let's get together and get them over with. Visit taxact.com/admin-night for details.
LinkedIn is pretty amazing at helping you grow your small business. We cannot stop your new clients from emailing you at 3 a.m. We can help you sell, market, and hire in one place. We cannot help you be in 3 places at once. And while we can't help you organize your calendar, LinkedIn can help you land more clients so you have a calendar to organize. Grow your small business on LinkedIn. Learn more at linkedin.com/smallbusiness.
What up? It's interview style. We're talking about whatever. Iris, did you see the Oscars?
I did. I saw them with you.
You did. What did you think? Any impressions, takeaways? Because the viewership was actually down, the lowest in 5 years.
Although people seem to like Conan O'Brien.
Are you sure? Because I think that lifetime host thing lasted all of 30 seconds.
Are you talking about the one battle spoiler at the end?
Yeah, such a spoiler. I gotta say, it still kind of bothers me. They spoiled by using the end scenes from One Battle After Another and weapons.
Oh, that's true. They spoiled that right at the top.
And consider this. It was spoilery, but exactly the hardest hitting spoilers. Like, if Conan was going to play a character who admittedly has red hair and is horrifying looking, and Gladys was the one that he would play from Weapons, but she also then won in probably the biggest surprise of the night, Best Supporting Actress, Amy Madigan.
Wife of Ed Harris.
Right. And then One Battle After Another, which was the other most prominent skit, I think there were 2 of them, ended up winning Best Picture. So was that just fortuitous? Did Conan know? do the Oscars know, even though they swear that Waterhouse, Price, Cooper, or whatever seals those envelopes? Or did they know that those, because to be fair, it's not like Conan O'Brien could have portrayed either Smoke or Stack from Sinners.
Kind of. No, but he could have been the Irish White Devil in Sinners.
But that's not a great look. Not that Anne Gladys was a good look. But
I think it was coincidence that at the top of the show, he played Anne Gladys, who won the first award of the night. And then at the bottom of the show, there was that little one battle coda just after One Battle After Another won Best Picture. I mean, if anything's really a coincidence, it's the first. It's the former, because wow, was I surprised. And I think she upset a lot of people's Oscar ballots. I need to follow up with my friend Louisa and see how she did. Because going into the Oscars, she was like, she held one of the best percentages in the Vulture Oscar ballot fantasy thing.
Do you think it's possible he had other skits in reserve had Sinners won?
Now you're thinking like a producer.
Right? As one of the Klansmen, he gets taken out by Michael B. Jordan at the end when Sinners dominates.
Definitely would have had a more sinister ring had One Battle After Another not won Best Picture.
Do you think it was deliberate that they brought out a prominent ballet dancer during the Sinners song with Miles Kent?
I thought about that. Did we not discuss that? I definitely thought, like, wow, Timothée Chalamet is getting it left, right, and center tonight.
And that ballet dancer, I'm sorry I don't have her name in front of me, was retired, I think, had a hip replacement, and came out of retirement to dance prominently on the stage.
In center of the stage, right in front of Timothée Chalamet, who was sitting in the front row?
Yep. Who, as those of you listening may recall, said, paraphrasing, that ballet and opera were art forms that didn't matter, that nobody paid attention to anymore. Nobody cares about.
Do we give the Chutzpah Award of the night to the semi-random dude? I mean, it's not fair to call him a rando since he just won an Academy Award. But the non-celebrity guy who went toe-to-toe with Timothée Chalamet.
Who was that?
I want to say it was Sound.
Oh, the guy who shaded him in the speech.
Yes.
Sure. And to Timmy Chalamet's credit, he smiled, he clapped, he took it all, you know, he didn't shy away, he didn't leave early as far as I could tell. He seems to take it, you know, kind of on the nose.
Yeah, relatively in stride. What else are you going to do? You're on live TV.
In the front row, being an Oscar nominee.
Did Leonardo DiCaprio take his loss well?
I think so. Most of what I saw afterwards was him in deep conversation with much hugging of Michael B. Jordan. Leo worked hard, and he really did work hard in One Battle After Another. But for the Revenant people, like, I can't think of a more hard-earned Oscar win. Like, he was all messed up. And what I said for my One Battle review discussion was that I think he was just Leonardo DiCaprio, and they gave him a bathrobe, but he didn't have to shave or cut his hair. It was his perfect dumb guy sweet spot. So I don't know that role was a stretch for him, but he did run around and crawl on the floor and get tased and stuff.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, I think he took it really well and was appropriately congratulatory for someone who I don't believe was the front runner. I think maybe he was a little bit surprised, but it was great, so great that Michael B. Jordan won.
I agree. And I think that your take on this sheds a different light on Leonardo DiCaprio standing in the background of Paul Thomas Anderson and his producer, Sarah Murphy, kind of like in the deep shadows of the background, not as deep and not as lurky as Benicio del Toro. But, you know, I thought maybe he was standoffish or being butthurt, but maybe he was just being respectful of yielding the stage to the big Oscar winners of the night.
As opposed to putting P.T. Anderson in a headlock or getting his tuxedo dirty with concealer or deodorant or something.
You said, what did you say? That was the most perfidia Beverly Hills headlock you'd ever seen?
Oh, man.
Overall, I'd say a fun night, and I was especially pleased when I beat you in the Oscar ballot. So it worked out great for me.
Yeah, take it easy there. Maybe some concessions on my part. The worst moment, undoubtedly, for me, ironically, because you think that I trashed K-pop Demon Hunters and Golden, but I had a physical reaction when they cut off one of the producers or maybe even the writer of Best Original Song. I'm sorry, I don't have his name in front of me. But not only, they didn't gently swell the orchestration to play him off. It was right after the double win, double time taking up Best Short Film win, the tie. But he got up and said words, and then it was like, da, 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 and he was done.
Ugh.
They turned off the lights and then pulled the microphone down into the floor and cut to Conan. And he was like, no, I'm not. That's not fair. That's not cool. And I wish I had that dude's name. Did you watch the clip of when they got their opportunity almost to speak backstage?
Yeah, you sent the backstage finishing of the speech clip.
And they still had to fight for time. They tried to move on, and the other guy was like, no, I have people to thank too. Thank you.
Stand your ground. The lesson from the night is stand your ground.
And the moment that I thought was going to be the biggest disaster ended up being one of the best moments of the evening when Anna Wintour in Meryl Streep's place got up with Anne Hathaway and started looking around. Did you see like how she seemed uninterested? Like, I don't want to be here. Looking around, I was like, oh no. And when she put on her sunglasses and stuff.
Didn't acknowledge anything.
Right?
Thanks, Emily.
Called her Emily. Her voice ended up being the one announcing the nominees, albeit pre-recorded. But I thought Anna Wintour, for her icy demeanor and how she's regarded, you know, and how she's kind of untouchable in the fashion industry without giving away too much or betraying her persona, was great and along for the joke, and did it perfectly well in a really well-timed, well-executed Oscar moment that had me fooled.
So look out for our discussion on The Devil Wears Prada 2 at orwhatevermovies.com or wherever you get podcasts.
You know it, and we cannot close this segment out without talking about Autumn Durald Arkapaw. You know that the Oscars have been around for 97 years?
Historic.
And never has a lady won for Best Cinematography.
Good stuff.
Her speech was graceful. She was nervous, hesitant, but paid respect to her collaborative team, to her stars, to other women, not only in the industry, but everywhere. And then Ryan Coogler, who I watched very closely in the rewatch, hugged her, hugged other people, didn't steal any spotlight time from her whatsoever. She went up on the stage and he bolted to presumably the very back of the auditorium, went and grabbed her kid Aiden and brought him down front so he could watch his mom win an Oscar.
Aww. I'm getting all emotional. It's so sweet.
Thank you for playing. I love you. Goodbye.
Hey guys, it's your girl Yeja. I want to share some really exciting news with you. I just dropped my first ever single, Spell on You, off my upcoming debut EP, Devil's Room, on RM Records. It's simply devilicious. Check out Spell on You wherever you listen to music. Bye for now.
I never thought I'd fall in love like this. It's time to close the chapter, but I think I needed this.
For those of you who dream of a world where music and podcasts live together in perfect harmony, now for the first time, Electricast gives you a magical compilation, Pod Till You Drop, Volume 1, where we give you the best in tunes and the best in podcasts. Feast your ears and hear the culture. Available now wherever you listen to music.